Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching the subscribe. Thank you. This is Solomon Adams giving my latest review on Bleach, chapter 668. Hey, bigger, faster, stronger. Continuing on what we were having last week, Kenpachi, he's going all out against Gerard, and the Miracle. He's doing his best. However, it's going to be very, very difficult. Gerard's power is what you call a miracle. He has the ability to convert damage into energy, then use it on his body and to reconstruct himself and make himself stronger than ever. I mean, last chapter, Kenpachi chopped off his whole hand and he grew it back like nothing. You know what I mean? And he say, my hand is now stronger than ever. Obviously, that he's very cocky. Very cocky, Gerard, saying he's the most blessed of all the Quincy because I do miracles and stuff like that. We all know that the Quincy, and he's saying, we all know that the Quincy, little awkward, Juha box, stuff like that. And it's all complicated, You understand the feeling, right? And I mean, with this 1,000-year blood war, all the Quincy's, they think of themselves as kind of special, like, for example, a Sky, Bombietta, those other Quincy's, they all think that's special, especially since they're all Juhabak or Yawachi's children, and it makes sense. They're all stern. There's a situation for them, it's very higher. How can they take out an opponent who they can't against someone who can and they can't use force against because he takes force and turn it against you. That's pretty tough, especially when they're trying to work together as teamwork. Hitsugaya, Byakuya, and they both want to do this. They want to work together, but Kenpachi, he's very hard-headed, stubborn a little bit. And he doesn't care if you get involved or not, but he doesn't want you getting in his way. That means at some point, if you do get in the way, if attack, he will strike you down, friend or foe. That's all. That's why I'll say that straight up. He's not the type of guy who hesitates when it comes to stuff like this. He's not soft-hearted, but he's not. No, he's not the kind of guy who holds back. And we know this. If he doesn't spread his emotions, it's definitely something to be taken seriously. Them taking on this kind of opponent, I mean, they want to wait for an opening, like they want Sky to freeze him, and Byakuya can finish him off with his Zenbone Sakura. It sounds like a nice play, but against someone like him and Gerard, it's going to be very, very difficult, very difficult. Someone like him, it's not something you should, take easy, I mean, in any situation, in any flow battle, it could shift from either one side to the other. In warfare, I mean, this is a war. I mean, this is not a children's toy. So whoever wins this gains all the cards and all the marbles. I mean, the fate of the universe, the fate of the world is at stake. So yeah, the situation for them is like right now. I mean, I've seen Kenpachi, seeing how well he is doing. Like he's definitely going all out. But there's a part of me that still think he's still holding back despite all that. And even though he is going all out, it looks like he is going out. For example, Byakuya pointed out himself, he has his eye patch off. And we all know that his eye patch acts as a kind of seal to suppress his strength. And we already know he's awakened his Shikai at Nisarako. So, I mean, we've seen that he is capable of doing a lot of damage with that, I mean, he did a lot of damage before his Shikai, before he awakened his sword's hidden potential. Now he's unleashed it, it's not unleashed it in its purest form, like he's ready to go all out. However, against someone like Gerard, I mean, they can feel. They both have a taste for fighting. Like hating, they want to go all out. They want to kind of pull that can at least takes them to the limits and doesn't want to hold back against. So the way they they're kind of like fulfilling each other's desire to fight. However, they don't like to be interrupted, like I said earlier, with Kenpachi and the others getting in the way. And then there's Gerard saying you bore me. You're not my opponent. He said that to Hitsugaya, like he's literally saying you're too much of a small fry to take me on. I mean, think about it. He is a tough opponent, off the bat, and he gets tougher and tougher with each attack that comes at him. So, how you will handle an opponent like that? It's not easy, but it isn't impossible either. So, things are getting difficult. I see King Kenpachi takes every blow he has, all the shots, even knowing that they're giving each other blow for blow, sword for sword. They both notice that they're even though they're doing this, it's kind of pointless because they're both just ruining each other's weapons, their swords. Alright, even Gerard admitted it. It's definitely hard to fathom, see how well this does. But one of the biggest game changers is when Kenpachi's on the ground. He's on the floor. He's pretty messed up. Seeing how messed up he is ever since he's doing this fight. I mean, he's not holding back, but still, neither is Gerard. Seeing when we get to see Yachiru again. We haven't seen Yachiru since what happened, and since with Grammy with his ability to defy reality. He turned her whole bones into candy. And so if she moves or does anything strenuous, they break. Oh, so yeah, that man, and this guy and Grammy really did a number on her. We also know that Yachiru has this mysterious power. She has the ability to make things come to life, like in certain images, using energy, like manipulating things in solid form. It's been a while since I read that chapter. I'm not really super specific on Yachiru's abilities, but she is Kenpachi's lieutenant, so she has some. She's definitely not very easy, the kind of person you can handle easily. But we see from this that she's trying to motivate him, trying to tell him to get back up. This is not something that you just lay down and just take a nap for, and telling her to unleash this full power, unleash the full power you have. And what I mean is not just the power you already have now, but your real power, your Bankai. Does that mean that we're gonna see Kenpachi's Bankai? I hope so, because if his other sword, Narasura, could already do that, I can't wait to see what serious damage his Bankai does. And it looks like Yachiru's the one who awakens it for him. I mean, think about it. Like, Kenpachi, he's not what you call a normal person. Like, for example, he's kind of like a beast. He lives for fighting. I think he's always lived for his own desire to fight strong opponents. If I were to describe him, how he's tethered to humanity in any way, I would think of Yachiru being his earthly tether. I would think of Yachiru as that. I mean, hell, he gave her name because that was the only name of a person from his past that he once respected. He gave name, and they've been on this long journey together. So it makes sense that anything would make Kenpachi motivate him enough to awaken Bankai. It would be her. It makes sense. Story wise and character. Hey, if you agree with me, give me your opinion. What did you think of this chapter? Did you like it? Did you hate it? What did you think of the video? Did you like it? Did you hate it? What did you think of me? Did you like me? Did you hate me? Give me your opinion. Comment, subscribe. I want to know what you think. Anyway, that's all I gotta say. Hope you enjoyed it. It's wanted. Comment, subscribe. Thank you. This is Solomon. I'll give my latest review on Bleach chapter 668. Faster, bigger, stronger, whatever. Hope you enjoy. Thank you.